Okay, let's start with a big question. What if this bank could control the single most important digital corridor for the Egyptian pound? That's the whole idea behind Project Nile Bridge. And look, this isn't just another initiative. It's a plan to completely redefine our bank's position, not just here in Egypt, but on the global financial stage.
So what's the first thing you need to know? Well, it all comes down to this number, $35.5 billion. And let's be crystal clear, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky projection for the future. That's the calculated annual total addressable market, the TAM, that is sitting there waiting for us right now. It's the real value of a massive unmet demand that Project Nile Bridge is perfectly designed to capture.
So, our path to unlocking all of this is actually pretty straightforward. First, we're going to break down that massive opportunity. From there, we'll dive into the vision, what it means to become the world's hub for the digital Egyptian pound. Then, we'll get into the nuts and bolts of how it all works, the smart partnership that makes it possible, and finally, we'll focus in on our bank's pivotal new role in this whole ecosystem.
All right, Section 1, the opportunity itself. So a number that big, where does it actually come from? Let's put some real substance behind it and understand exactly where all of this untapped demand has been hiding in plain sight. You know, what's really powerful here is how tangible these markets are. This isn't abstract theory. We're talking about 19 million tourists every single year looking for a better, easier way to pay. We're talking about over 1 million foreign students and workers living here who need daily, frictionless access to our currency. 3.5 million small businesses that are desperate for better digital payment solutions. Heck, even the major foreign airlines need a simpler way to manage their local operations. Each one of these is a massive, underserved market all on its own.
So with that $35 billion market in mind, let's move on to the vision. Because this project isn't just about capturing some transaction fees. It's about fundamentally shifting this bank's position to one of real market leadership and, frankly, control.
And this illustrates the ambition perfectly. Just think for a second about what that really means. The Suez Canal is the indispensable global corridor for trade, right? Well, this project aims to create the exact same thing for finance, a bank-controlled digital corridor that every international institution must pass through to access the Egyptian pound. So the crucial point is, what does this new role actually look like? It means this bank becomes the global digital EGP liquidity provider, the one, the only central source. When a bank in Germany or Saudi Arabia or the UK wants to offer its customers an EGP wallet, they have to come to us. We literally become the engine for the global circulation of our own digital currency. Okay, so that's the grand vision. But I know the big question is, how does it actually work? Let's break down the operational flow and see exactly how this global corridor functions day to day.
You know, the process is actually elegant in its simplicity. It's really just 4 stages. First, foreign banks get onboarded and they open master accounts right here, with us. Second, their customers, let's say a tourist, requests an EGP wallet and gets a unique sub-account that's nested right under their bank's master account. Third, that tourist tops up their wallet from their home currency and spends it seamlessly. And fourth, at the end of the day, we settle all the balances with the foreign bank. It happens every 24 hours. It's clean, it's secure, and it's incredibly efficient. And here's the absolute masterstroke. This entire sophisticated global system is powered by something incredibly familiar and totally robust: Egypt's own national payment networks. Tourists, students, businesses, they won't be fumbling with some weird foreign system. They'll be paying directly through the Misa and InstaPay rails that millions of Egyptians already trust and use every single day. This is our home field advantage.
Now, obviously, an ambition this large requires the right partners. So let's take a look at the strategic model and see how clearly defined roles create a powerful, de-risked framework for success.
This model works so well because the roles are perfectly defined. We, the bank, are the foundation. We are the issuer of the digital currency and the central settlement node. The foreign banks, well, they handle what they do best, the direct relationship with their own customers. And the critical piece connecting them all is EgyptPay, our UK-based partner. They act as the RegTech orchestrator, which is just a fancy way of saying they handle all the complex global compliance, security, and tech integration so we can focus on our core strengths.
And I can't stress this enough, this partnership is critical. EgyptPay manages the immense complexity of global due diligence, all the different international compliance rules, and the technical side of onboarding foreign institutions. This allows us, the bank, to focus on what we do best, managing liquidity and settlement, while our partner handles all the global regulatory headaches. It effectively de-risks the entire venture for us.
And all of that brings us to the final and, I think, most important point, the evolution of this bank's role in the financial world. This is about making a move from being just another participant to becoming a true pioneer.
Just look at this contrast. The current model, well, it sees us as just another node in somebody else's foreign payment network, reacting to their rules. The Nile bridge model positions us as the central issuer, the source. We move from reactive participation to proactive ownership. We go from grabbing a small piece of already limited revenue streams to commanding an entirely new market that we ourselves have created and now control.
So really, the final question isn't if this is a good idea. The opportunity to build the digital Suez Canal for our currency is right here. The market is defined, the path is clear. The only question that's left is the one you see on the screen. Is this bank ready to own the future of the digital Egyptian pound?